is The Night Shift.
On Dubai Eye 103.8, the UAE's #1 talk radio station.
Welcome back into the show, and music is where we're at next. Talking music, talking to the very lovely and extremely talented Lisa Goldin, who's with us. Lisa, how are you?
I'm fine.
Kind of wearing a bit of gold tonight, aren't you? Yeah, it's kind of falling down the side of your jacket there. Gold head.
It's a headband.
Is it pure gold?
Oh, yes, definitely. You know, we are in the UAE.
Of course it is. Yeah, it has to be. Now, you've just come from a gig.
Yeah.
You're working pretty hard at the moment. Tell me what you've been up to.
So I just was performing at the Imperial Club Lounge in Atlantis.
Oh, very nice.
Which is very, very lovely.
Yes.
And I do that Mondays and Tuesdays, and then UBK Brunch on Saturdays, and then releasing all these songs.
Yeah, I know.
And then the crossover from the one to the next. I'm trying not to get confused about which song I'm doing.
You don't want to rest on your laurels, are you? And think, right, my song's done, and I'll sit back and watch it climb the charts now. You're right on to the next one. I mean, you've had a busy year when it comes to releasing songs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been two, but I mean, it's busy because it's me doing it.
Yeah. So you kind of write these tunes, and tell me again. You work very closely with a producer here that's, is a great input into all your songs. Talk to me about this collaboration.
So Stoyanov is the producer, and he's really, really phenomenal. We've been working together since 2012.
Yeah.
And we first had a duo together in a band, and then I did my second album with him pretty much.
Okay.
And then I went away, and then I came back, and he's like my go-to. I don't go to anyone else.
Right. He's the man for you. Yeah. What do you think that connection is? What do you think that that magic is? Does he kind of know what you want to hear?
He listens. He really listens intently to what you require as a client and as a friend, and he just musically taps into what you're thinking, so he really understands it and stuff. Like he's a very sensitive soul, so it's incredible how he just embraces each song, which sometimes really has a different take on it.
Yeah.
And it's just and I tell him like all the stories and the stuff behind it, and he's like, oh, wow.
I just want to recap on the music that you've been releasing of late. And I want to start with Kept In A Locket, because the thing that catches me on this is the opening line. It kind of comes in with an a cappella vocal.
Yeah.
Take what you want, take what you need is the vocal. Just tell me a little bit about this tune, because I really like this one.
So Kept In A Locket is about finding your tribe. Sometimes you go through life and you may not gel so well with somebody else as you do with the next person, and finally you find the people that you might just take a little something from someone, and they might take a little something from you, and then eventually get to a place where there's a balance where you're both giving and taking on an equal kind of platform. And it's just about finding your tribe and holding on to those people that are super precious to you.
Super precious. Let's have a listen.
Take what we want, say what we need. Leave the other soul there to bleed. Sometimes everything's not meant to be, so we break it off, breaking free. Falling for another so naturally, you made it seem so easy. So I did everything to forget about you, forget about her, forget about you. Fell into the arms of casualty, was the most natural kind of crazy. I think somewhere, I think someplace, we all wanna lose the grace. So we take what we want, say what we need, leave the other soul there to bleed, till somebody steals a heart of gold, kept in a locket like arms that hold. Take what we want, say what we need, leave the other soul there to bleed, till somebody steals a heart of gold, kept in a locket like arms that hold. So hold on, hold on, hold on. We do everything but love so hard, being so kind, loving so hard, falling for each other so carefreely, loving like it could free me. I think somewhere
take what we want and we take what we need. Kept in a Locket, lovely little tune. You like your tempo changes, don't you? You know, pull back, a little bit of, gentle piano here and there, then straight back into the groove. One of my favourites definitely is Kept in a Locket. You followed that up with a tune called Like That, which I believe is doing really well on the charts in South Africa, which is where you're from.
Yes. So it was chasing the chart for about 10 weeks. And everyone was voting furiously, and eventually last week it got onto number 7, was the highest climber.
Okay.
Which is quite cool.
Yeah.
And so hopefully everyone continues to vote, and then we just keep on climbing.
Yeah, keep on climbing. Let's have a listen to that tune.
Hold me in a million layers, sweet and soft, endless kisses, a moment I'd always fall in. Tear off my winter coat to find gentle heart, oh so wild, a moment I'd always fall in. Your laughter is the kind that I'm left breathless for, always make me smile, I want more. You can say this isn't serious, say we have no plan, say your walls unbreakable, but look at me like that, look at me like that. Try to act so damn cool, but dance with me and I'm a fool. The moment I'd always fall in, the moment I'd always fall in. So unsure you feel so good when you pull me close like we could. The moment I'd always fall in, the moment I'd always fall in. Your laughter is the kind that I'm left breathless for. Always make me smile, I want more. You can say this isn't serious, say we have no plan. You can say your walls unbreakable, but look at me like that, look at me like that. Say that you're all you live for, freedom's all you want, but I can feel your heart beating full, and you look at me like that, look at me like that.
So like that, it's currently at number 7 in the charts in South Africa. The thing that jumps right off the page for me on that one is the lovely string cellos, which I think is our Stoyan, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
But
phenomenal.
really, they're keyboards, aren't they? But they sound so real.
Yeah, he's a proper composer, so he's got the full orchestra kit, and he conducts as well, so he really understands.
Yeah, how strings work.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous. What's the story on Like That?
The story on Like That is, I think it was meeting somebody that I wasn't sure whether or not they felt the same way. When they looked at me like that, I really felt that they did, and I wasn't sure whether or not to say it, I guess. But we've got a music video coming out of that. And my friend Pasha.
Where's that been shot?
In Stoyan studio.
Okay.
So we did it on a grand piano.
Yeah.
And we have an acoustic version of it.
Okay.
So Pasha is playing violin. She's an incredible violinist that's based here. Very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I'm playing grand piano. And yeah, it's really...
Any idea when that's going to be
Probably this
up there?
week.
This week?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Friday.
I shall tune in for that one for sure.
Yeah.
Lisa Goldin, Like That.
Beaten full, when you look at me like that, look at me like that.
Lovely tune, but the good news is there's a brand new one that's
Yeah.
just out, which we're going to hear when we come back. I'm going to keep you hanging on just a little bit longer. The brand new song from Lisa Goldin, it's Tell Me, and we're going to play it.
Weather check.
With Air Arabia, avoid the holiday rush. Check in online and drop off your baggage 24 hours before your flight at any Air Arabia city check-in facility in the UAE. Learn more at airarabia.com.
Mostly clear skies this evening, moderate winds coming from a south-southeasterly direction and a minimum temperature later on of 32 degrees. Tomorrow, mainly sunny skies with a high of 41. I'm Noni Edwards. I'll be back in just a few minutes' time for your latest news here on Dubai Eye 103.8.
Time check with Weo Bank. It's coming up to 9 p.m. The best digital bank in the MENA region. Visit weo.io.
Set the agenda for your day.
The UAE's airports are anticipating a record number of travellers passing through over the coming hours, days and weeks as the great summer getaway coincides with the Eid al-Adha break. Sarah Headley-Heimers, editorial director of Connecting Travel, says we've never seen the airports so busy.
These are record-breaking numbers. I think the population is growing, more people are travelling, the pandemic spurred on more desire for travel. So, yeah, these numbers haven't been seen before, regardless of the pandemic. So it will be busy.
Weekdays from 10 a.m.
On the UAE's #1 talk radio station, Dubai Eye 103.8. You're listening to the UAE's #1 talk radio station.
This is The Night Shift with Mark Lloyd.
On Dubai Eye 103.8.
Yeah, welcome back. We love to have Lisa Goldin, singer-songwriter, with us on the show. And I don't know what it is. Every time she comes in, our producer, Jency, gets this urge to write questions to ask her. And she's done it again. Suddenly all these questions come out on my screen. Ask her this, ask her that, ask her. So I'm going to ask you a couple of them. Let's have a look what we've got here. Yeah, obviously you spend a lot of your time in the studio, you're making music, you're out doing gigs, but how does Lisa Goldin unwind? Hobby-wise, are you a book reader? Are you, I don't know, how do you kind of chill?
I love running, so yeah, I love running and hot yoga, it's fab.
Yoga?
Yeah. And then seeing my mates, my friends, and love movies. So movie queen.
Oh, right. Yeah. What was the last movie that you saw? Can you remember?
It was actually Flaming Hot on Disney.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's actually such an incredible story. It's about how the Hispanic community fought their way into having their spices on chips.
Oh, nice.
Doritos and Cheetos.
Yeah,
and
my burritos will not taste the same when I get home tonight after this interview. Okay, so there we go. That's how Lisa chills out. I mean, are you a morning runner or a nighttime runner?
It depends on what's going on.
Yeah.
So like.
Suppose if you've got a gig, you can't.
Yeah, if I've got a gig
out,
like really late at night, then the next morning, and then this weather is insane at the moment. So I like to run outside, but I've just gone to the gym and try and plug it out there.
Right, collaborations. If you could collaborate with any artist, anybody, who would you love to, either sing a duet with or record a duet with?
Okay, Barbra Streisand, 100%.
I'm a massive fan of Barbara.
Yeah, and then Taylor Swift or Ed Sheeran or Beyonce. Be nice, or Adele. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Barbara's out there on her own, isn't she? Yeah,
100%.
but Barbara is just amazing.
Yeah.
Have you got a favourite Barbara song? Mine's one called that she did an album called Wet, and Niagara is a song that I absolutely love off that. It's when she falls in love in Niagara in Canada, which I adore that song. And I like all of the Guilty album with the Bee Gees as well, with Barry Gibb.
Yeah, Evergreen.
Evergreen, yeah.
From Star is Born, which is amazing. And then I loved her Yentl, and she did a 1994 concert in Central Park, I think it was.
Yeah.
And that CD, that collection, that concert is live, and just it's a show. It's just a show the whole way through it, and and she goes through like all of her movies that she's acted, or being a doctor or The Patient,
Star is Born, and so many,
And she's taken like all the different things from What's Up Doc and Nuts, and just all the different clips from it, and then strung it together. Oh, in love with her.
Genius. And she takes a cup of tea on stage with her. And sometimes she brings her dogs on stage as well, which is pretty amazing. You're obviously super stylish. I mean, how important is dressing up for you? I mean, do you love to get dolled up when you go for your gigs.
Yeah, 100%. Like, and it's really cool because I've got different types of gigs. So I've got like really fancy stuff where normally I'd be wearing like a ball gown, but I didn't want to come here today wearing a ball gown. That was a bit much, right? A bit extra.
Yeah, all right.
And then like for brunch and stuff, something bright and colourful and a bit more funky. So it's fun.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
Good fun, isn't it? Dressing
I'm
up.
running out of space in my wardrobe, but
I bet, yeah, I bet. Now then, let's get down to business. Tell me about Tell Me. That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. So Tell Me is actually, it's quite deep. It's about being, not being chosen.
Not being chosen.
It's about not being chosen and learning that lesson, and that you have to love the people who rather choose you, and knowing that you have to walk away from it. It's quite a sad song. Yeah, it's quite deep.
Oh, I need to hear the lyrics on this one. This has just been released, right?
Yes, last Friday.
Last Friday it was released, and you can hear it on air right now. Lisa Goldin and Tell Me.
Much as I wanted to slow things down, speak a little harder, mind race so fast, she ran out of time, out of time. It's funny how the head knows when to stop. It's heart wants it all, and for you it was all too much, all too much. So I took back the memories, heart slammed shut. I knew it was cruel, but it hurt too much, hurt too much. Tell me what I'm supposed to do when you are losing me, 'cause you won't choose me. Tell me not to love so hard when I am choosing you, but you come too far. Every day my heart speaks of you, and every day my head cries, that won't do. So I took back the memories, heart slammed shut. I knew it was cruel, but it hurt too much, hurt too much. Tell me what I'm supposed to do when you are losing me, 'cause you won't choose me. You won't choose me. So tell me not to love so hard when I am choosing you, but you come too far. You've gone too far. Now I've gotta let go of this, 'cause all of this you meant all of this. Guess I'll miss. I'm gonna miss you. Tell me what I'm supposed to do when you are supposed to do me, 'cause you won't choose me. You won't choose me. So tell me not to love so hard when I am choosing you, but you come too far. You've gone too far. Every day my heart speaks of you.
I love that boom, boom, boom. I love that little bit there. It comes in throughout the song, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You write catchy choruses. There's no two ways about that. You know, I've got it. Da, 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 da. I mean, 2 or 3 listens of that, it would be in there, which is a sign of a good song, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you? We played 3 tonight, and I'm sure they're all really close to you. Do you have a favourite?
I think at the moment I'm still kind of in like that.
Yeah.
And it's really funny, like I go through phases of the same thing, you know, where you, and I think it's also because as I'm like doing the marketing and plugging it and listening to it, it's obviously always in my head, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's still that, and obviously just doing the music video, that was really, really fun.
Yeah. Do you have anybody that, once this has come out, that you trust and you can say, go on, tell me really, what do you think about it? Do you have someone that you can bounce off like that?
Yeah, my best friend. I've been sending her I used to post her my lyrics from the UK to South Africa and ask her what she thought of all my songs.
Really? What's her name? Give her a shout.
Jem. She's actually in the UK.
Yeah.
Geraldine is her full name, but Jem I call her name. And she's traveling from South Africa to the US at the moment. And she's...
Jem. Yeah, I mean, you're the sounding board on this song, but I think Tell Me is probably my favourite. It's the most catchy, I think.
Oh, you like it?
Yeah, I really like it. I
very
really
nice.
like it. You mentioned there marketing and promoting. Once you've done all your recording and your songs out, then you really go to work, don't you? And that's you're a kind of a one woman band, aren't you? You do it all.
I am, yeah. So I've been building my database of radio since forever. I started in the UK when I was first doing my songwriting there, and then I went over to South Africa, and then I came back here. And so I have my own little database that I've built from scratch and reach out to them, and I phone everybody and say, hi, it's me again.
Yeah. I'm here.
I'm here. I got a new song for you. Will you listen, please?
I wear a different outfit when I come in.
Exactly.
Yeah, but no, respect it. You worked so hard on these songs, and I think they sound brilliant. I really do, and I hope Tell Me gets even further than your previous tune like that as well.
Thanks.
I think
so
it will.
much.
Following you and getting this song, where can we download it?
Anyway, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, Angami, Deezer, YouTube Music.
Mm-hmm. And following Lisa Goldin?
Goldin Lisa. So Goldin Lisa.
Goldin Lisa.
Yeah.
And once again, tell me where we can see you tinkling and playing and doing all these gigs that you do.
So Monday, Tuesdays, Atlantis Imperial Club Lounge, but you have to be an in-house guest. Sorry.
Okay, I'll check in.
Just check in. It's fine, And then UBK, not this week, but the following week, in July, I'm doing Thursday and Saturday there. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, a new brunch. So let's see.
Oh, lovely. Great stuff. Well, Lisa, great song. Love it. Tell Me.
Thank you so
in fact,
much.
love them all. Kept in a Locket, like that, and Tell Me. All great songs, are well produced, and a lovely voice. That belongs to Lisa Goldin. Great to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Heading towards the hour of 9 o'clock, we've got some rap music to talk about with rapper SQ in the second hour of the show. Here's Womack and Womack with those teardrops on Dubai Eye 103.8.